Yeah, I talked to my husband. We do not have a very big driveway. He said it took him 3 hours to shovel the whole thing because the snow's so heavy. So joining us now live is Dr. Stephanie Foley, Senior Medical Director with Hartford Healthcare. Dr. Foley, are you starting to see any shovel-related injuries as of yet?
Absolutely. That is the #1 complaint. We currently see lots of injuries related to shoveling, to falls, and also, unfortunately, some, vehicle-related accidents, too.
When it comes to shoveling, how can you properly do it without hurting yourself?
Yeah, so it's very important to make sure that you are not just using your upper body and your back, but as they were previously mentioning, using your legs and bending your knees and using proper equipment, right, and also not overdoing it. So every time you shovel, don't shovel large amounts, but keep it at a moderate amount. And, taking breaks is very important as well.
Yeah, it's part of it's the shoveling, but also the falls that can be dangerous here. Any tips on preventing falls?
Yeah, so making sure that you are paying attention to ice surrounding your area and using the proper, footwear, making sure you're using boots and not that have good traction on them. And again, use the right equipment and be smart. Make sure that you're paying attention to where your footing is.
And Dr. Foley, I know everybody is different and everybody's health is different depending on your age, but is there a certain age where you should just hang up the shovel and let other people do it?
So, no, I would say no. There's not a certain age. It really depends on each individual. There are 80-year-olds who are really strong and very healthy, and then there are 60-year-olds who are not as strong and not as healthy. So it is something as an individual kind of decision, but, you and your family should be also smart about that and make sure that, if you do need help, that you accept it and that you ask for it, because a lot of these injuries can appear to be, simple at first and end up being quite complex. So there are certain risk factors, obviously, as we get older. Our bones are more fragile and more risk for fractures, but it should be an individual decision.
Yeah, for me, the age I want to hang up the shovel is right now. But for the other issue, of course, is always cardiovascular issues. Any warning signs people should be aware of when they feel that maybe, hey, it's time to get inside?
Yes, absolutely. So if you are experiencing any sort of chest pressure or pain while shoveling is very heavy cardiovascular exercise. So if you start to develop any pressure or pain in your chest, in your arm, numbness or tingling in your face or arms, that's a good time to stop. And if you notice this to be a thing where it's recurrent, where every time you're shoveling or you're kind of getting into a rhythm of shoveling and you're getting short of breath or your chest hurts, that is something that you should definitely speak to a medical professional about, in addition to obviously stopping what you're doing and getting rest.
All right, Dr. Stephanie Foley, thank you so much for your time. I know you're very busy today. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.